Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer. On this channel, I explore psychology, trauma healing, and the divine feminine. Please check out my free ebook below if you'd like to go deeper. Now let's get to the clip. Let me share how I felt my whole life until I healed. My only memory from kindergarten, this is on my website, carrieblazer.com, until the past year and a half prior to that, was playing alone in a dark room with blocks that were on metal wire, but alone, no one there. And my whole life I've had challenges creating friendships, maintaining friendships, and I spent a lot of my time alone. And my master's degree, undergraduate and graduate degree, I lived in China, and I traveled alone in China and Tibet, and I met my ex-husband in Tibet. He's Israeli. And that's really how I felt. That's how much I rejected myself. It's like my whole heart was gone. And those parts of myself over the past 10 years, the healing process is recalling those parts and kind of synchronizing all those parts of my heart back into union, just like in the embryo. So if you felt like that, you're in the right place. We're going to go over more techniques, and I can really help you recalibrate your nervous system. And that whole process of recalibrating your nervous system for love, compassion, and enlightenment instead of fear, guilt, and shame is the one-by-one process of recalling parts of yourself that you previously rejected. Like I rejected part of myself and kept fear in my soul with my fear all men wound, or my if I apologize, I fear that my loved ones will leave me wound. That's a lot of fear to keep inside myself. And all that fear was how I rejected myself. And that was the outcome of that. So if you resonate with that, I could tell you I've done it, and I can help you do it as well. So let's go back to the presentation. And we're going to get to... I love Dr. Huberman. Okay, and Carl Jung. Let's listen to Dr. Huberman, and then we'll get to the Carl Jung quote.
What we need to do is start to figure out how we can, I think, especially for the next generation of kids, how to teach them to regulate their nervous system so that they recognize that pulse of adrenaline as placing them in a compromised position. Like, we have to leverage the idea that being able to hear and listen hinges on the ability to be calm. So therefore, the ability to be calm is crucial to hearing and listening is crucial to our advancement as individuals and as groups. The problem is everyone's been trying to do this backwards. They've said we all have to get along, we have to cancel culture, we all have to, listen to one another. And I think, again, we have to start from the inside. We have to teach it physiologically. Now, I don't have a master plan on how to do that, but one of the reasons I'm here, and one of the reasons I'm, teaching neuroscience on Instagram and not just in my laboratory, is until we can learn to regulate the self, I don't think we're going to get where we want to go as a culture.
Oh, please put yourselves on mute. And until we learn to regulate the self. He's right on point. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. And Dr. Joe Dispenza is talking about. We live in a holographic universe. So sure, I can stop people from talking about topics that I feel uncomfortable with, but that stop canceling them does not transform my own wounds into wisdom. It doesn't stop me from getting triggered when someone else does it. And so when we approach life as, well, they made me feel uncomfortable, cancel, that's codependent. That's not grounded in reality. That's blaming other people for your emotional pain. Just like if I get triggered, oh, that person's selfish. Well, that's my soul showing me my own selfishness. And I know that's a very uncomfortable truth. And I've spent the last 10 years absorbing and acknowledging and integrating that truth all the way down. I call it pinky toe healing, all the way down to my pinky toe. And then it's fully integrated. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more conversations about psychology, healing, and the divine feminine, and pick up a free copy of my ebook below. Take care.